Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Shauna, and I'm so glad that you are here with me for another intuitive message. I already have some cards pulled for you this morning, and I have some beautiful energy to share with you. Purification, peace, and expansion. Here with purification, we have spirit sharing with you that there needs to be some sort of clearing out in your life right now. This could be you clearing out physical things in your life that no longer align with you. Diet, exercise, people, places that you go to on a consistent basis, things that you do habitually that no longer work for you, or maybe you think they work for you, but really they're not aligned with you, or they're creating chaos or havoc in your life by doing these things or participating in things that really aren't serving you in your best or highest interest or highest good of yourself, right? You're wanting to raise your vibration. You're wanting to listen to your higher consciousness. But if you're participating in things that go against that, if it's like a polar opposite of raising your vibration, then you're kind of like, it's kind of counterproductive, right? So spirit is saying, work on the things that no longer align in your life. Purify yourself. What are the things that no longer work for you in your life that you need to get rid of in order to be completely available for spirit to do the work that spirit needs to do in your life? Peace and expansion. Peace lives within all of us, right? Like, we don't have to do a bunch of work to have spirit in our hearts and in our minds and in our life, right? Peace and serenity are here already. There's just these small actionable steps that we have to take really in order to enjoy this serenity and peace in our life. It goes along with purification, right? The moment we start to purify our life, I'm sure you can understand, like, the example of the moment you start exercising, the moment you start eating better, the moment you start creating better habits about not being like a procrastinator in life, but you start being more goal oriented and actually making those goals like a reality, you start to see that shift within yourself where you're like, wow, things are starting to kind of feel a little bit easier in my life, right? Like, that's all part of purification, okay? Is detoxing the things that don't work so that we can open up space in our life for the things that are meant to be in and around us, right? Peace is one of those things. When we start to accept peace into our life and accept spirit and be like an open vessel for whatever God or spirit wants to put into our life, that is when that serenity sort of washes over us and we become this better version of ourselves, a higher vibration of ourselves, right? We're expanding. You're expanding. Whoever I'm speaking to is on this expansion journey with themselves. You are rising above. There's something here about detoxing, opening up your heart space and your mind to peace. You're welcoming that peace into your life. You're welcoming spirit, God, back into your life. And because of it, your whole world is expanding. There's some sort of transformation happening here within your space. We also have protection on the bottom of the deck. So you are protected. God wants you to know that. Spirit is sharing this with you, that you are protected. Courage. It is taking a lot of courage for you to move through this time in your life. There could be these like outlining factors that's making it hard for you to actually have peace in your life or to expand fully. So with purification, detoxing your life and the things that no longer serve you or are aligned with you, right? It's taking a lot. This could be that the situation you're in feels a little turbulent or it feels rough at times. Getting peace in your life, right, could be a little difficult. And I chuckle or laugh because, I can relate with this. It is hard sometimes to get peace in my life. It is hard sometimes to sit in the stillness or sit in quiet. it's sometimes actually not possible for my life with kids and family and dogs and like all the thing, like life, right? It's hard to get peace. It's hard to really like feel serene. Okay. So easier said than done. And I totally get you on this one, but even just small little steps towards feeling peace or letting that serenity into our life is better than nothing. Okay. It's like those just small little steps towards peace. And Spirit sees you. It could be hard, but just keep going in that direction because you are expanding. Okay. Every little step towards your expansion, towards your highest good, is a step towards you becoming your most highest self, right? Let's go ahead and clarify with some tarot here. And we're not going to take those. Reshuffle. Spirit, can you clarify purification? We have the Five of Swords. Some sort of loss. Could be really hard for you, like I was saying, to purify. Could be hard for you to detox. There could be a lot of like outstanding sort of like factors that are going on in your life that make it really difficult. It feels like an uphill battle. It feels like you are, you know, the boat, the ship in the storm, right? Everything feels really turbulent and hard, and it's easier for other people, right? Like it could feel like that, this feeling here of the Five of Swords. It could be easier for other people to get to where you want to be in your mind. So a feeling of loss, a feeling of like defeat in some way. Keep going with that. We have the Sun. Okay, keep going with that. Harness that feeling. Harness that feeling of loss. Harness that feeling of defeat. And I say that because that grit that you feel in your heart and in your life is going to get you to where you want to go and be, right? Into that expansion. Because sometimes expanding is hard freaking work, okay? So let's not deny that working towards becoming a better version of yourself isn't work at the end of the day, okay? And I can agree that if you're sitting here saying, well, you know, that it's easy just to say it, right? And I can agree with that. Some people make it look real easy, but I don't really think they're sharing the full story with you about expanding or becoming their most best self, okay? Or raising their vibration to becoming that beautiful, serene human being, okay? We do have the Sun here, vitality, new beginnings, okay? It is here for you. It's an offering from Spirit if you want it. If you want it. Right? And I know that you do. You are expanding. It's just a slow process for you. And that's okay because you will eventually get there if you keep going on it. Spirit, can you clarify expansion? And we have the Empress. What did I say? You are expanding. Like things are turning around for you. There is this like beautiful energy of new growth. You're birthing something beautiful. There's something here that is happening within you, right? The Empress is all about that beautiful grounded energy. She is taking that time to build upon her dreams and to cultivate something beautiful in her life, okay? Beautiful grounded energy, tapped in with Spirit, has intuition, has that abundance in her life. She is building something beautiful for her life. And this is you, right? You are expanding on your life. Spirit, can you clarify courage? And we have the Lovers coming forward. Wow. Okay. So with the Lovers card here, yes, this could be a beautiful love on the horizon. This could be a relationship that you are already in. And this is something that is like one of those things that you are also working on purification or detoxing from. And this doesn't have to mean that this is like a breakup at all. This could just be like a recalibration, right? Of, hey, you know what? These things are not working in the relationship, right? Like, I see myself here. Can you meet me here, right? Can we do this together? This could be one of those situations as well, right? Where, you know, you guys are going on this journey together, okay? And it might just take a little bit of time for both of you to work out the kinks of whatever is going on, or detox from your lives together, okay? The lovers of giving and taking, of finding that balance, okay, within your lives together, in that, you know, duality of sharing a life with one another, expanding together. There could be a lot of, there could be a bit of turbulentness happening in that relationship as well, right? That is making you feel as though, oh my gosh, this is going slower than I thought. There's a lot of setbacks here. All right, let's clarify this Five of Swords energy. Oh, and we have the Balance card happening, and we've got Two of Pentacles on the floor. So Two of Pentacles on the floor, finding that balance. And that's what I'm speaking about here in this relationship. For those of you who this resonates with being in a relationship and also trying to find your true path, there is some sort of balancing act happening in and around that, right? Of how do I purify my life? How do I detox from the things that are no longer aligning with me? And also still be in a relationship where maybe the other person isn't doing the same things as you, maybe doesn't want to detox their life, or doesn't want to. Let me use the example because it's probably the easiest for everyone to understand, is drinking, right? If you are purifying your life from drinking and you're like, hey, I want to be sober for 6 months or whatever it is for you, right? Like, I don't want to be drinking for X amount of time. And this other person in the relationship is like, that just doesn't work for me, right? This could lead to turbulent waters within the relationship, right? This is going to take you a lot of courage in this relationship to stick to your guns, to actually stick to the things that you told yourself that you would do. Definitely, this is going to create a little bit of that grief or loss, or feeling like defeat happening, right? Like, I don't know how I'm going to get there. We also have the Nine of Swords here as well, right? Let me get this Two of Pentacles. So finding that balance within all of that, right? How you're thinking, how am I going to find the balance in all of that, right? So we have the Nine here of Swords. And like I'm saying, this could be this, how am I going to get all of this to kind of fit together, right? It's kind of a balancing act of, how do I purify my life if this person doesn't really want to join me in on it 100% and or at all, right? Even if it's just a little bit, how do I do that? How do I balance that, right? Because I feel like you're expanding, you're evolving as a human being. And it could be that this other person in your life is not, right? It's creating this like off balance feeling, keeping you up at night. It's giving you a lot of self-doubt about things. All right, let's go ahead and clarify the Empress. Spirit, what is this energy with the Empress? Can you clarify? And we have Ten of Pentacles. Beautiful energy here. Look at that, like expanding into abundance. I love this energy here of the Empress and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, you have beautiful expansion happening in your life, you guys, because you are becoming this higher version of yourself. Even if it's like the most smallest baby steps moving forward, you're still expanding, okay? So don't sit here and come down on yourself for the small baby steps towards working on yourself, because little steps are better than no steps. Little steps are better than giving up completely, right? Because this is your beautiful future. You are working on beautiful stability, financial freedom. You're working on that beautiful career, that life that you want, this forever life, right? Like this legacy in your life. This is what's coming in your life, is beautiful abundance and stability. Spirit, can you clarify the Lovers? We have the Page of Pentacles. Gorgeous. You know, the Page of Pentacles here is this gorgeous energy of slow moving energy, right? Earth energy. We have sowing the seeds in your life. These seeds are forever lasting, right? Because this page is taking its time to really sow the seeds that he wants to see come to real life, right? Like he's willing to take that time to plant these seeds, knowing that they're for his future, okay? And this is exactly what you're doing. You're taking that time out to plant the seeds that you want to see come to real life in your life. You're taking this time out for yourself, okay? And you're doing the work. And I think like if we could focus on anything here with this page, is that it is slow energy, slow moving energy, grounded, long lasting, but slow. So circling back around to purifying and detoxing. This is not like an overnight thing with detoxing your life. If we're talking about getting rid of certain types of people that you might hang out with, that could take a little bit of time to actually get the courage up to speak to these people or express to whomever in your life, hey, I'm going to have to spend less time with you for whatever reason. Or maybe you don't even explain your reason, right? You don't owe anyone an explanation as to why you're shifting, okay? But purification and purifying your life and detoxing takes time. This is going to take slow, intentional energy on your part. And sometimes things take a little bit longer, but those little baby steps is what we're focusing on. This isn't a race, right? This is like that long marathon to the goal, okay? So beautiful energy here. Let's go ahead and get an angel number. I want to see what your angels want to share with you in this message to end this reading today. Spirit, what does the angel team have to share? Willpower, achievement, success, progress, prosperity, ambition, and courage. It's 1818. Significant events are on the horizon for you. You will make great strides in your endeavors and gain invaluable experiences. The right people and resources will come your way, presenting excellent opportunities and positive changes. Embrace your journey towards greatness. Holy crap, guys. What a beautiful message from the angels. And we also have one more, 111, intuition, insight, serenity, harmony, clarity, joy, momentum, self-awareness, intuition, and unconditional love. Now is the time to realize your long-held ideas. You're on the right path to turning your dreams into a reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are coming together to support you. Happiness and new opportunities are within reach, so trust the journey and have faith in the process. Beautiful. You guys are on the right path, even if it feels like it's super slow or things feel turbulent at times or just hard to move through. Just remember that this process is supposed to be slow, okay? Slow growth. We cannot rush this process. So you're on the right path and you're doing the work, and I'm proud of you. So keep going at it. I'm so happy for you. I'm going to end the reading here. I love you guys, and I'll see you at the next reading. Bye.